Hey guys, welcome back to Star Super Spa. Okay, today I'm gonna teach you how to do your concealer so that it has the least chance of creasing. So let's just get started. I like to begin with a really watery gel kind of moisturizer and pop that under my eyes. Now I learned this tip from Robert Welsh, and he says for some reason it literally just doesn't make your concealer crease as much throughout the day, which I found to be true for whatever reason. I think it's because these don't have as much like oils or emollients in them as normal moisturizers would, so they tend to not like make your makeup break down and crease. Next, I'm gonna take my concealer brush and take a little bit of the concealer and put it right where my dark circle starts, where I need most coverage. And I'm not going into this crease here. You can actually look down in a mirror to check whether you're going into that crease, because that's gonna make the crease when you look down. And the less makeup you have in the crease itself, the less that makeup will crease. I know I keep saying the word crease, but bear with me. Now take your blending brush, keep looking down. I'm gonna blend outwards to inwards. It just makes sure the majority of the concealer is concentrated in the part where it's darkest, which for me at least is the inner corner of my dark circle right here. And I'm blending it while looking down, because then when I blend, the makeup is not going into my crease where I don't want it to. So you can see when I look up, there's a line there because the makeup hasn't gone into the crease. And use a very light hand here, otherwise your brush will push the makeup in the crease, which is not what we want. Now everybody knows that makeup creases no matter what. If you have a fold in your face, if you have any fold and you put any type of liquid, cream, whatever near that fold or on that fold, it's gonna create a crease. Like, that's literally physics or whatever it is. And there's just, you know, a lot of kind of makeup propaganda, I want to say, that makes you think makeup can look perfect, which is just impossible. But there are ways to get as close as you can to making it perfect, and this, I believe, is the way you do it with concealer. Now that I've blended while looking down, I'm now gonna look up and take whatever's left and just blend that into any missing areas. I also don't like blending my concealer heavily all the way up to my lash line. It makes it look very stark and makes you feel like you want to put more makeup on, because it looks like you're wearing makeup, rather than if you just do soft blend up to your crease to make sure there's no harsh lines. It looks like it's more cohesive. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Sarah and I like to teach you what mainstream beauty doesn't. So if that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe. Now this next tip is one I learned from Vincent Ford, and you're gonna take a Q-tip and you're gonna look at where that crease is and lightly run that Q-tip in the crease. So we're not aiming to remove all the makeup from the crease, but as you can see, we're just kind of getting the excess off. And this is huge, a huge tip, especially for when I'm just blending it all in so there's no harsh lines, especially for when you have like a little bit more fine lines on your face, any wrinkles, any folds. Especially as you age, you want to kind of get that makeup out of those creases before they have the chance to crease on you throughout the day. Now, if you leave it like this, I believe it has the least chance of creasing. I used to never believe that not setting it would make it crease less, but it's true. And I used to always set with powder, and then once I stopped, I was like, oh, they weren't lying. But I'm gonna set with powder anyway, just to show you how little it can crease. And I find that my Huda concealer, which is my favorite, does need to be set in order for it not to separate throughout the day. So I took the littlest amount of powder, and I'm literally like sandpapering my skin with this powder puff so that literally none is left on that surface, because all I want is for the powder to just be in the puff. but not be like depositing much powder onto my concealer. And now I'm really lightly patting. No baking, nothing, just setting. There we go. Remember, the less product you have in that crease, the less it's gonna crease, okay? Now, if you want, you can go over this with a setting spray, which is gonna make it last really, really, really well. But I find I don't really need to do that. That's it for like almost crease-proof concealer, as crease-proof as you can get. Here is the result. I will show you guys the result of, it's now 8 a.m. I'm gonna be back home at 6 p.m. I'm gonna come home and show you, but I'm gonna try and prolong it as much as possible. Okay, I've just been completely windswept, but it is at 7 p.m. Got home late, went to the wrong stop. Let's check out the creasing. No touch-ups. I did when I came home, I just went like this. But like, you know, to me that doesn't count. But yeah. I hope that's proof enough for you guys, because if that's not, I don't know what is. Do this routine, give it a try, you'll see the difference. I feel like I don't need to explain much more, but I really hope it works out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.